All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Goff on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gone. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Patriots take over. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right 20! Right 20! Go!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his first pass is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's 2nd down. As the offensive starters pop up on your screen, Charles, let me ask you, Chris Hogan, what does he bring to this offense?
A guy that you look at and really don't circle in your game plan. There's other guys that you look at, then you realize this guy can do damage. Finds his way open.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Rolling to his left. He's letting it flood, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play. Long touchdown pass into the end zone. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
20, by 20, go!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
By 20!
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
By 20! 380!
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Samson Ebukam in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
second and goal from the 6 this time.
Like 20, remaining.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Like 20, like 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got room. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, LA! As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. From the goal line all the way to the other goal line on that one, a full 100-yard return on the kickoff. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Brady. The throw inside, complete to Hogan. And out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And right side caught Hogan. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And his throw here's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
By 20! By 20!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. A minute 59 to go in the first half. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now it's gone. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
Now White lost the football, and the Rams have got it back. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10, Goff again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of this Super Bowl.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Hogan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Brady now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hogan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Goff. Ooh, the juke. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that's incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll have it past past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
Let's go. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Ndamukong Suh with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
They'll run with White. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy sometimes.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Brady. They're able to find Dorsett. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
White 20! White 20! White, we got!
Throwing again. Brady. And this one is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand.
Offside. Defense.
And yes, they
The
want the
penalty is
point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wiggles free, brushing off defenders. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to let this one go. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Goff, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now Goff on third and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Like 20! Like 20!
To throw is Brady. And it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. New England on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
By 20! By 20!
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
By 20! By 20! Again!
Now Brady again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 40 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a first down throw, gone. They got a man over the middle, it's Woods. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well.
Personal foul.
I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. He's back to throw. And right side caught Hogan. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Brady going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the work.